Good morning, everybody. Man, this news just keeps coming. Cuomo warns 80% will get virus over 9 months as they tell 80 million people to prepare for a 12-week shutdown. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has warned that 80% of the New York State's population could become infected with the coronavirus and said that the crisis could last as long as 9 months. Cuomo's stark assessment came hours after Treasury Secretary warned that the lockdown currently impacting 80 million people across the country could last 12 weeks. Speaking at a press conference Sunday, Cuomo slammed arrogant groups who are still socializing despite the orders to stay home as the virus cases soar. You would think there's nothing going on in parts of New York City that would think that it was just a bright sunny day, he said. I was in these parks. You would not know that anything was going on. This is a mistake. It's insensitive. It's arrogant. It's self-destructive. It's disrespectful to other people, and it has to stop now, the governor said. He's ordered NYC officials to develop a plan to reduce density in the city and suggested that streets could be closed off to vehicles so people could spread out. Speaking about the length and severity of the crisis, Cuomo said 80% of the state population could get sick and the crisis could last until Christmas. You guys, I see a theme here today. These people we have to stay home. That is what they're saying. I've seen every article I've read today is saying that we need to stay home. This is not a short-term situation. This is not a long weekend. This is not a week. The timeline, no one can tell you. It depends on how we handle it. But 40%, up to 80% of the population will wind up getting this virus. All we're trying to do is slow the spread, but it will spread. It is that contagious. It's going to be 4 months, 6 months, 9 months. It's in that range. 12 weeks. He said the families will be locked down for up to 12 weeks. Now that's a long time, guys. You need to change your mindset. You need to change your mindset. Asked on Fox News Sunday how long the recently announced fiscal stimulus package would last, he said, I would say we're looking at this from anywhere to a 10 to 12 week scenario. But again, the situation is moving quickly. We need to get the money into the economy now. If we do that, we think we can stabilize the economy. We're putting a lot of money into the hospitals. I think the president has every expectation that this is going to get a lot better 4 to 8 weeks from now. Congress is set to vote on the coronavirus relief bill on Monday and said it could see a family of 4 receiving an average of $3,000. Governor Cuomo also asked that FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, step in to increase the state's hospital capacity and urged the federal government to mandate factories to produce medical equipment. He told reporters that the state currently has 53,000 hospital beds, but would not likely need 110,000 to deal with the coronavirus outbreak. We're asking FEMA to come in and erect 4 federal hospitals. The Javits Center in Manhattan is one of the largest conference centers in the U.S. The governor also asked President Trump to invoke the Defense Production Act, which would force manufacturers to make medical equipment to help deal with the coronavirus. He said you're hearing it all across the country from states that can't deal with finding the medical supplies that they need, and that's why I believe the federal government should take over the function contracting and acquiring all the medical supplies he needed. He said there are marks that we're paying 85 cents for. That I think he meant masks that we're paying 85 cents for. We're now paying $7. Why? Because I'm competing against every other state and in some cases against other countries around the world. Trump had said earlier that all the manufacturers have been given a green light to produce medical equipment. Ford, General Motors, and Tesla are being given the go-ahead to make ventilators and other metal products fast. The president added, go for it, auto execs. Let's see how good you are. Cuomo's plea for increased hospital capacity comes as the University in Columbia said the city's hospital beds would be full of patients as a few of 22 days. Projections presented at noon today estimate that we will reach peak COVID-19 volume within 32 days. He added that even the lowest estimates of case numbers would exceed New York's intensive care capacity. You guys, please do what they say, because if you don't do what they say voluntarily, then they're going to make it mandatory, and then it's, I don't know, I'm leaving it there. You guys have a great day.